people consuming anything that they're told to consume.
Nikocado Avocado has just destroyed the entire internet, pulling the biggest Uno reverse card, making the most shocking comeback, transformation, whatever you want to call it. He's done it, and it might just go down in internet history. If you've been living on another planet and don't know who I'm talking about, Nikocado Avocado is the guy who made mukbangs famous by eating more calories than a small country. But what he has just done has left everyone scratching their heads. Nikocado may have just trolled the entire internet, as he was known for his, shall we say, robust figure, is now looking shockingly slim. It's like he went from binge eating burgers to, well, not binge eating burgers. The internet's in an uproar, and honestly, so are we. How did this transformation happen without anyone noticing? Is this some kind of elaborate
social experiment?
Or is this just some crazy magic trick? To be honest, this has just caused more controversies and questions. So, to get to the bottom of it, let's rewind a bit. Nikocado recently dropped a 2-part video series on his channels titled 2 Steps Ahead and Hi. These titles were as confusing as trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Seriously, who names their videos that?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's like he's speaking in code or just playing an elaborate prank on us. Anyway, in these videos, Nikocado is sporting a much leaner physique than we used to seeing. But like, so much leaner. I mean, he even introduced new social media accounts declaring, "It's really me."
I'm not AI. I am real. I'm not a clone.
Although, it's all still very confusing on how he was able to hide this from the internet. So, let's dig deeper. Here's where the plot thickens. Nikocado's latest video on his main channel was 7 months ago, and his second channel's last update was 3 months back. What's even weirder is that some of the thumbnails and titles look like they straight out of the old content archives. Even his third channel, Nikocado 3, he last posted a video a few days ago, which doesn't make sense because obviously you can't lose all that weight in just a few days. I mean, if he did, we all want the number of that personal trainer. All jokes aside, it's obviously impossible, but the video he posted a few days ago on his third channel does look like an old video from when he was still a walking, talking fast food advertisement. You see, this has been confusing the internet. It's like a twisted game of Where's Waldo, but instead of finding a guy in a striped shirt, we're trying to figure out what timeline we're in. And if people weren't confused enough, his pet bird appeared in his latest 2 Steps Ahead video, which people thought had passed away. It's getting to the point where honestly, this man might just be time traveling. Like, is he pulling off some kind of YouTube version of the Truman Show? I mean, at this point, the possibilities are as endless as his previous eating challenges. But to be honest, it's probably pretty simple. He would have planned this a long time ago, stacking videos and then posting them while he was losing weight and transforming his life in the background. That's just my thoughts, although I don't know what tricks he has up his sleeve and I could be completely off. On the flip side though, this could also just be a video he pre-recorded years before he put on all the weight and decided to post it now to troll the internet, pulling off some kind of YouTube inception trick. But what do you guys think it is? Talking about his latest video, Nikocado went into a full Joker-like dramatic monologue about he's always 2 steps ahead. Now, it was quite an impressive performance, although some people are speculating that he's lost all this weight but now gone a little bit crazy. But he may have already been a little bit
Stupid dude.
Yeah, just to make things even more mind-bending, Nikocado said that he woke up from a very long dream and lost 250 pounds from his body. Talk about a wake-up call. Just a few days before, people were calling him everything from fat
and boring and irrelevant.
So I guess
the joke's on you.
And then there's the whole social experiment angle. Nikocado claims he's been 2 steps ahead of us all, pulling the strings and manipulating us like puppets. According to him, his entire YouTube journey has been one grand experiment. It's like he's playing 4D chess while we're all stuck playing checkers. Or maybe we're all just ants in his grand plan scurrying around while he just watches from above eating popcorn? No pun intended. So let's break down this weight loss phenomenon. It seems he lost these 250 pounds in around 2 years, which is an incredible achievement. But what's even more impressive is that he did it while still keeping up his YouTube presence. To pull off such a dramatic transformation while remaining relevant in the YouTube world is quite something. But now, after this new transformation, people are questioning if he's going to keep making mukbang videos. After all, this is his bread and butter. Nikocado himself says mukbang videos are still his favorite type of content. So, if you're a fan of watching him consume a mountain of noodles in one sitting, don't worry, he's not done with them. Which honestly is the part that straight up confuses me. After all his old videos of him talking about how depressed and unhappy he is with his life, he then pulls off a groundbreaking transformation, gives an Oscar-deserving intro, but then continues along the exact same path. We all know where that leads to. I mean, out of everyone, he should know best. He lived it. So going down the same path just doesn't make sense to me, especially after his dramatic intro just seems a bit contradicting. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Because the response from fans has been a bit of a mixed bag. Some are genuinely inspired by his transformation. There are comments praising him for turning his life around, and that's heartwarming. Obesity is a serious issue, and for someone like Nikocado, who was once morbidly obese, to make such a significant change is incredibly impressive. It's the kind of story that could motivate others to make positive changes in their lives. But let's not forget the theatrical nature of his journey. Nikocado didn't just lose weight, he did it in the most dramatic way possible. He spent years eating himself into morbid obesity, built a massive following, and then, plot twist, lost all the weight and made us all look like fools. It's like he's living out a genius level villain arc, and we're just extras in his epic tale. If this were a movie, it would be a blockbuster hit filled with plot twists and unexpected turns. But it's also important to note, although Nikocado's transformation is an extraordinary accomplishment, just because he lost all that weight doesn't mean he erased the impact of being morbidly obese for 8 years. That kind of damage doesn't disappear overnight. So what's next for Nikocado Avocado? Is he going to continue playing the long game, or will he settle into a new chapter of his life? Whether he's generally transformed or just playing an elaborate prank, one thing is clear. His story is one of the most dramatic and unpredictable in YouTube history. It's like a soap opera, magic show, and a reality check all mushed together in one big mukbang.